Hi, this is Rachel Goclawski, Cooking with Mrs. G, and I have two quick and easy ways to prepare ginkgo nuts, a wild food that has some pretty hefty precautions that we'll be going over during this video. Ginkgo biloba leaves contain the cognitive benefits like memory retention and can be harvested from either the male or the female tree, but only the female tree has the fruits. The seeds start to fall from the tree in mid-November here in New England. We don't actually eat the fruits. The fruits contain an irritant like urushiol oils and poison ivy that can cause a rash. So what we need to do is actually wait until the fruits rot and fall off of the tree, and that makes the seed easier to separate from the pulp. And we need to take precautions like wearing gloves when picking and separating the seed from the pulp. But these little green treasures have a unique flavor and texture that make all the precautions and work worthwhile. Okay, so we have to protect our hands because I don't want to get the poison ivy like rash. And this smells pretty bad. It smells like kind of like Limburger cheese. It's not a pleasant smell, and it's much stronger once you break the fruit open. Now, as you can see, this fruit is past ripeness. You can pick it up off the ground because you're not going to eat the fruit. It's not really a big deal to get the fruit in perfect ripeness for eating because you don't eat the fruit. What we're eating is inside this nut-like shell. If you have a whole bunch of these, you might want to stomp all over them. But I only have a few handfuls. And that is because you can only eat a small amount. So you can only have about 10 a day maybe. Once you get your seeds separated from the fruit and pulp, take them inside and give them a good wash. You want to make sure that you separate all of that flesh from the nut. So you only have the nut. And then you can dry them for a couple of days before you actually start to cook them. You can also keep the dried nuts in your refrigerator for up to a month before you get a chance to cook them if you like. One of the simplest ways to cook ginkgo nuts is with an envelope. Sort of like when you do microwave popcorn, and it actually does pop like microwave popcorn. So take one serving. Remember, one serving a day is 10 ginkgo nuts. Do not exceed 10 ginkgo nuts in a serving per day. Okay, let's seal that. Well, I'm not really sealing it. Just gonna close it. Put it in the microwave. 40 seconds tops. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's really hot, so be careful. And they popped and cracked open. You can see they're a beautiful, beautiful color. And all they need is a little salt. Just a little coarse salt. And enjoy them. Absolutely delicious, just like a unique flavor. It's nutty, it's bright. Traditional method of cooking ginkgo nuts would be to put your serving of ginkgo nuts on a pan, a little bit of oil. I'm using sesame oil here. And we're roasting these on cast iron. Doesn't take too long to roast them. Can put these, again, these are going to pop eventually, like popcorn, so it's a good idea to put a lid on. Okay, so they've only been roasting here for a couple of minutes, and you can see they're already getting nice and toasty. I'm just going to roll these around every minute or so until they get completely toasted. Again, I'm waiting for them to pop. Pop. So now's the time to get them off the heat. Of course, salt. In there a little bit. Now, the ones that you still have to crack. Okay. See inside, little brown membrane. Peel that away. Okay, so this nut, or seed really, has a component in it. Even after cooking, it has a component in it that will prevent your body from being able to absorb vitamin B. And that's bad over time, but it's okay to have in small doses, like I said, 10 nuts max per day. This is why we enjoy this wild food in moderation. Okay, I'm rolling this around in the Himalayan salt. Oh boy, this is quite a treat. And this is something to enjoy in moderation, like I said, small amounts. So just as a snack, Ginkgo Biloba seeds or nuts.